Our next Animal Crossing Island Tour showcase is by Winona. Winona, go introduce yourself to everyone and let us know a bit more about your island.
Um, Hello, I'm Winona, and my island doesn't have a one theme. I would suppose it be like a town of sorts. In my brain, the lore of the island is it's named Red Dragon. So it used to be like an abandoned island occupied by a red dragon with treasures and everything until some adventurers came in to um, essentially bring civilization there and invite other animals to come. But they kept some of its old secrets still there, so we could explore that.
So this concept is basically an original story concept by some idea.
Yeah, essentially, because I was very inspired by my D&D characters. So this is Ayen's character that I'm borrowing because mine is a switch light. So again, we might see my characters walking around. So when you first arrive in the airport, this is what will greet you, the lighthouse that will bring all the ships to the island. And you can rest here with your baggages if you're tired for a bit. And then first let's go into town, and maybe you want to rent some bikes and scooters if you're feeling lazy to walk around. And then, so here's our town square with our flag of the adventurers that first arrived here. And here, nearby the beach area, you can relax with some coffee and, oh, a food truck. Here's one of the adventurers. That is my character, but he's not. His name is 𝐋𝐞𝐭'𝐬. He's a monk, and we'll find his place later. So first, we'll come here to. Oh, this is essentially the post where you can await your mga Shopee delivery ninyo. The news, you can send letters out to people. And then here, behind our city square is a mix of residential and like shop areas. So this one is a music store that is owned by one of the residents, and then the clothing store, and then just some houses or general. Oh yes, that's my mother. For some reason, my mom's there. I made a house for her. But anyway, so these are our residential areas. And my favorite Animal Crossing, clearly he's spoiled. It's Kyle. But anyway, here is the little foods market. You can buy some your breads, your groceries, any supplies you need. And you can even visit, excuse me, Marshall, you can visit Lily's little bookstore. And then here, oh, and then at the back we have you can visit the orchard and the farm, get some fresh juices and shakes. And this is the farmer that's taking care of the orchard, which is just my mother's house that I made. But anyway, we can go, before we check that back area, we will go back to the front. There's a lot of twists and turns. So here next, from the post office we visited earlier, is a little camping area that you can stay in for visitors. Like, I imagine this building as like, maybe like those, what do you call those? Like not cabins, but more like an audit, what do you call that? Like like where you host like your games and stuff, an indoor place for the camp essentially. Really clubhouse. But yeah, so this is where the campers would set up, and they can have some beach. They can grill some food, have a campfire, catch some fish. And there's even a little volleyball area because I love 𝐈𝐬𝐥𝐚𝐬. And then if you're in the mood, you can have a little trip with, he's not here. Maybe he's off on a trip. But you can check the map for potential islands you can go to. And there's even for people who do not want to use nature's, I know there's an outhouse for y'all with tissue paper. Oh, and one of the residents also sells some swimsuits and surfboards that you can use for the beach. And then here at the back is Marshall's little bakery slash cafe, which I believe the inside, I used the DLC to change the inside to actually look like a cafe, but we can't look inside now. But this one is just like a little community garden that the villagers, I imagine, would have. And then here is our museum area. So, oh, there's Kyle. But there's usually a shooting star event that you can expect here at the museum. And yeah, and then here at the back is where we would have the shooting star event, and you can just watch the stars here at night with people and stuff. I'm stuck. Okay. Alright. Also, little fun fact, but this island is sponsored by Charlene because she gave me a lot of bells for this. I can't go down. Wait. Oh, there. There you go. So yeah, when you visit the museum, you can watch some shooting stars over there. And then we can see the back of the island. So this area is a bit more, I suppose, less modernized. Like they kept more of the natural parts of the island. So there are some villagers that are just like having a little party over here, a picnic party here. They're classic more woodsy animals. And there's like a big field where you can wait and see if that fox in a ship would arrive. Where you can stay there and wait for the field. But this is essentially, it connects to the back of that orchard I showed earlier. And here there's another area. It's a pumpkin patch where you can watch some films with people, hang out, just chill. Okay. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but there's more. So I showed you the left side of where the airport was. And now I'm going to show the right. So once again, just drop off your bikes that you rented here, get it fixed. And here, over to the right, is my house with a lavender field because I love purple. So that's my house. And then here at the back is where most of its island's secret was before the adventurers turned it into a more civilized base. It's relatively safe. People come here to go fishing and stuff. And just be careful not to get lost among the trees. We'll check that ruins in a bit. But up here, oh wait, ran the wrong area. But up here, that monk I showed earlier, this is where he lives. It's like a little monastery up here. You gotta trek way up to this mountaintop because it's very isolated place. But yeah, he has a little farm of his own, self-sustaining monk, and I could show you the inside of his house. I'm pretty proud of it. Yes, it's 𝐲𝐬's house. But yeah, this is the monastery. And so here is the kitchens of the monastery, where the monks would make their own bread and everything. Yeah, the garden. Yeah, the garden. There's so much stuff. I'm sorry. And this is where the bathhouse is, where you can just wash off your day's worries. Somebody a knight left his boots. And then what's next? Oh, the back. I'll show this is my most proud area because it has the most expensive item there. But this is the Blade Garden. So it's essentially like a Zen garden, but they have these old swords of the monks way back that started this place embedded in the garden. And each of these swords are worth 150,000 bells. It's expensive a lot. But yes, I'm quite proud of this little area. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the remaining part of the island now. That's his dog. Its name's Park. There's vines here as a shortcut because I don't want to walk down the mountain. Anyway, this is some ruins that they kept, they preserved with these magical blue flowers. Some of them even glowing at night. And it's a little... This was a pain to build and to harvest all those blue flowers. But I am quite proud of this. I think since the beginning of when I made this island, this was one of the first ideas I had for it already. But yeah, that's essentially, I think that's all of it. That's all of my island. And you discovered, what? My house? You want to see my house, Ma? Oh, here's the other adventurer and my character. But that's it. That's all my island.
Thank you so much, Winona. We have a few questions just to wrap it up. Alright, so Winona, you talked a bit about your island and the story and behind it. Is there any specific media that you were inspired from, or is this all maybe your campaign, D&D, any story that you can where it all came from?
It's a mix of a lot. Actually, the island's theme song, I even made it after Witcher's theme song, so it goes. It does that, but yeah. So a lot of fantasy, and I think you can see that my character earlier was kind of dressed like Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle. So yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from those kinds of media and stuff for mine. A lot of Ghibli and yeah, D&D.
And right now, would you say your island is finished, or do you still have ongoing projects that you're working on?
I would say it's definitely finished, but I think the only thing I would wish for is if Nintendo would allow multiple islands in one Switch, I would have made more islands probably.
So it's more of a space problem.
Space problem, and also it's I wanted to keep this idea while still having other ideas open.
Well, thank you very much for the island showcase, Winona. We really enjoyed going through your island.
Thank you.
I love your island.